So, first question is, how did you meet?
We met, well, I when I first saw her, I wanted to meet her, and I was introduced by my best friend Gabe to Gabby at a party in Miami after some time of attempting to pursue her. So that's how we met, and we first hit it off at my friend Gabe's birthday party, and the rest was history after that. And also too, since I was a shy man at the time, Gabe's mom forced us to speak, and it was instant chemistry. So it was history after that.
What was your first official date?
Our first official date was Yard House. We went to Yard House and Miracle Mile, not Miracle Mile, Merrick Park. And it was like we had been talking on and off for like 2 or 3 months, give or take, before our first date.
I remember because Gabby texted Vero, what shoes do I wear to Yard House? Like, and Vero goes, you should wear booties. So Gabriela wore these little black booties. I think she still has them.
And those booties are now out of style.
For sure. Guaranteed. Next question. Where was your first kiss and when was it?
Our first kiss was a funny one. Um, it was either, I don't remember if it was Gabby's 20th or 21st birthday. I think it was her 20th birthday. I can't remember which
At
one
our
it was.
house.
Yeah, it was at the old house, best house ever. And it was, it started off great. I met a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I think that was the first time I met your mom and dad, and that wasn't the first time I met you. No, no, that wasn't the first time I met you either. But it was a good party. I met everyone. It was a good start. And then I remember, obviously there was a lot of drinks. Everyone was intoxicated, and I was very upset because I felt like I was being ignored that whole party. And then it was just like a funny thing. The night went on, and then at the end of the night, I was just very upset, and I kind of just grabbed her, and we had our first kiss on a bench in the old house's backyard. And you had the pleasure of witnessing that on accident. So that was funny.
When was your first I love you? How did it happen and who said it first?
Well, that's a funny story. Actually, kind of embarrassing but funny. I was definitely the first one to say it. And as good amount of people know, the first time I asked Gabby to be my girlfriend, she denied me.
After you told
And
her to?
yeah, I went to Smith. I took her to Smith and Walensky. We had been dating for a while now, and everyone who knows Gabby knows that freaked her out tremendously, and she just got really, I think, just really overwhelmed by that and the question and everything. And she kind of a freak. She froze and kind of freaked out, and she denied me, which was like a huge bummer. I was very sad. And I mean, it wasn't, our relationship wasn't over because nothing was ended, but she was just very freaked out. It was a very interesting response. But of course, I continued to pursue, and we continued dating. And then I let it ride for like 3 or 4 months after she denied me, so she could feel the pain. And I could tell she quickly regretted saying no. And then our corny anniversary of Valentine's Day, for some reason, that was the day I decided to ask her again. And I remember we had planned a nice date and everything, and she actually was sick, and we just stayed in and watched a movie, and hung out at the house. And I asked her before I left, and it was a very, very nice and happy moment. And that's when I told her I loved you for the first time, and she thankfully said it back. And the rest is history.
What is your favorite thing about her?
The best thing about Gabby is her smile, honestly. It's just like every time she smiles, it makes me so happy. So And she smiles a lot, and she has a beautiful smile, and it's very nice and big. And every time I see it, it makes me a happy man. That's definitely my favorite part about Gabby.
What do you think that her favorite thing about you is?
That's a great question. I think she would say, I think she would say her favorite part about me is how patient and understanding I am with her. And you know, we just get along so well together, and we kind of vibe off of each other very well. And I think she appreciates how patient and understanding I am of everything, she does in life. So I think that's what she would say. And probably it could be an annoying factor, but I'm sure she likes it, is how um intense I can be, and highly energetic and motivated. It's a good thing and a bad thing, but I think she definitely likes it too, because we all know Gabby's a lot more chill than I am.
When did you know you were going to marry her?
Well, honestly, the answer for that, I would say, in our early stages of dating, I wanted to be with her so much, like, that I would stay over your house for the longest time, and I would leave so late, and I would want to do it every single day. And when I kind of like noticed how much I was obsessed with being at your guys' house and spending time with her, and the whole family, honestly, I knew she was the one, and I quickly realized that early on while we were dating. That one more time.
What do you find most attractive about her, slash, what is your favorite body part of hers?
That's a good one. Um, I mean, the most beautiful part about her is her gorgeous face. Of course, there's no more beautiful person to look at and to see smile than her. As I alluded to earlier,
Gorgeous.
um, her best body part would be her ass. Respectfully, though.
What does she find most attractive about you?
Honestly, I don't think I have the answer to that question, but um, I don't know what she's going to answer. That's going to be a good one to hear, and I'm curious to hear it. But I guess she would say how handsome I am overall.
Holistically. Have you ever been caught in the act? And act can be whatever you want it to be, and details, please.
Oh God, that's a brutal one. Yes, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunately happened. Um, God bless. I don't want to relive this moment. And I don't think I've ever told this story to anyone. So you guys are getting a VIP exclusive. So like, I don't remember how long ago it was, like 4 years, five. It could have been almost 6 years ago. Actually, yeah, it was like 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I would say, we went to, I'll never forget. I'll never forget. We went to a Christmas party, and upon return, it was a late return. We thought all the cats in the house were asleep. And we started to you know have a good time, and literally in the family living room. And Gabby's mom came out and caught us in the act. Thankfully, it was about to happen. It was not fully in action, but we won't get into deep details. But I essentially was frozen as soon as I heard movement, and was just frozen on the couch. I couldn't move. In my underwear. And Gabby, for some reason, sprinted into the laundry room. And it was a very quick interaction and a quick scream. And it was short and sweet, and I left the house right after it happened and never remembered that again. So thanks for bringing it
Um,
up.
what is something you do that gets under her skin or irritates her the most?
Definitely do a lot of that. But I think there's a few answers to that, but I think the number one, and it's funny, we have like this is one of the only things we really, well, there's a few things, but one of the main things we oppose each other on. I'm an early riser and I can wake up at any time and be fully energetic all day, and she has to have her beauty rest. So I think that gets under her skin when I wake up really early and or on a vacation when I just want to get up and do the first activity. That definitely bothers her tremendously.
Something that she does that gets under your skin.
Definitely her sleeping in.
You're falling asleep.
Oh, that's a good one. Every time I watch a movie with her, she picks the movie and she falls asleep when she watches it. And every movie ends up with me enjoying the movie or watching it, and she's just
What is your favorite thing that she cooks?
um oh, one time here in DC, actually, she made me twice. It's called twice baked potato. It's probably the best, and it's loaded, with mashed potato, bacon, obviously mashed potato, bacon, cheese, chives, the whole thing. That was the best baked potato I've ever had. So she's only cooked it for me once, but I'm looking forward to the second time.
Yes. What is her worst habit?
Sleeping.
What is your worst habit?
Honestly, I think I drive her crazy sometimes because I think of things that are just like way too in advance in time, and she's very go with the flow day by day, and she gets annoyed with that when I start thinking about things way down the line, and I make a big stink about it.
What is the funniest thing she does or says?
Damn, she does a lot of funny things. She does a lot of funny things, but honestly, talking about the cooking, she's evolving as a chef. But one thing that always makes me crack up is when she does cook, and she hasn't cooked for me much in DC, but in Miami when I'm at your house, she is not much of a dancer, but when she cooks, she likes to dance and she likes to play music. So it's really funny seeing her dance while she cooks, and she just really gets in the zone, and it's really funny. It's really a newfound skill for her, and she enjoys it tremendously. So it's really really funny.
What would she say is the funniest thing you do or say?
I hope I'm funny. I don't know if I'm funny or not, but but I would say, and I think your whole family just finds this funny. I'm known for, and actually, honestly, my family too. So for all my family members on the bachelorette trip, I'm a big. I frequently do this, and it's very funny. Is my crazy Spanish outbursts that make no grammatical sense and are not conjugated properly. Um, I think those are pretty funny sometimes.
Can you give us an example?
No fuimos!
Perfect. Who is her number one celebrity crush?
She has too many.
To
But
provide
I think
on the list.
I I think I think her like all time, obviously I think they've changed over time, but I think like her all time favorite is, I would say, is Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, Daniel Craig, which for some reason gets under my skin because he doesn't really. I'm not as tough as Daniel Craig. Um, Maybe Gerard Butler. She said a few times, but I'd say Robert Pattinson.
Who is your number one celebrity crush?
Right now, that's an easy answer. Dua Lipa.
How many kids do you want to have?
Um, Three for sure. If I have a lot of money in the future, hopefully, I could do four, but that might be pushing it. But definitely 2 to 3. 4 max, no more than 4.